Well, good afternoon. My name is Gary Spraakman. I'm the Associate Dean of Students, and it brings me a great pleasure to be here to award our brightest and our best students. We have 25,000 students in the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies, and to get these awards, it's actually quite rare, and the students that get them do exceptionally well in life. I note here some of the students have averages of 9 over the past year, and now 9 is an A+, and that is really take you almost anywhere. I remember over the summer I had one student I had to sign some documents for. She actually had an 8 average, and she got into Harvard Law School. Now, Harvard Law School is maybe one of the best in the world, and you're probably familiar with sort of a tall guy who plays basketball, who got into that, Barack Obama. And so if you got 9, you got a little bit better than what it takes to get into that program. So all I can say is that people here, you're the brightest and the best, and you've got unlimited opportunities to get ahead. So keep that in mind. Too often we're inclined to sell ourselves short, but this group of students here are outstanding. Opportunities are unlimited, and we have some faculty and administrative people here to celebrate with those students. So we've got a busy next hour or so, and I want to bring our dean into the discussion, Dean Martin Singer.
Now, as to the students who have succeeded, I understand that you've all succeeded in a variety of ways, and I thought that was quite telling in itself. There are some people, I just got a briefing next to the dessert table, which is the best kind of briefing to get, and some of you are being honored because of your outstanding academic results, and some of you are being honored for outstanding academic results combined with community service activity. And some of you are being honored because your academic record combined with an essay that you wrote, but which has been adjudicated by an arm's length firm, the writing department, have won your awards that way. And the message that I want to give you is that academic excellence comes in a variety of shapes and forms, and it really comes from within you. You are the one. I mean, we're not giving you academic excellence. We're trying to encourage you, empower you to achieve your potential. And how you do that is your decision. We have a number of ideas. We would like to encourage you, for example, and I take this opportunity, every opportunity to say this, especially to our outstanding students, to take an opportunity to study abroad. We think that would be a transformative experience, and I've put some money on the table to help make that happen, so I hope that you'll give that very serious consideration, whether it's to a European country, an Asian country, South American, Africa. The world's your oyster, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll get on with the task at hand, which is to transform this world into a better place, which you have the power to do. Another example is we would like to encourage you to get even more involved in community service. We have a young man who's, I think, not even hit 30 yet, who won the One to Watch award at the Bryden alumni reception, which is really a dinner, about 11 days ago. I had lunch with him in the Schulich dining room. If any of you passed yesterday, he's the executive officer. He's an English joint English and Caribbean and Latin Studies major of a few years ago, who is now the executive director of a major not-for-profit organization encouraging high school students in the Jane and Finch area. I think that's Success Beyond Borders, or some variety of that. And his work and the work of many other York graduates who are involved in that organization is incredibly enriching and very fulfilling, and we're hoping to actually expand on that relationship. Those students come to York in the summer. They need mentors and tutors to work with them, and some of you I'll give you this tip. I had no idea I was going to become a professor until my last year as an undergraduate. In my last year as an undergraduate, the school that I went to, which was in New York, called Hunter College, which at the time had free tuition, and had only recently become a coeducational school. I was a student there, and in the last year I was asked, based on my grades, whether I'd be interested in mentoring some students in an experimental program, students from disadvantaged areas who didn't have the normal grade point average to get into the school, and I agreed to do that. It was a transformative experience for me. I'm sure I got more out of it than the students that I worked with. But it made me feel that I could make a difference, and that encouraged me to go on to do whatever it is I do, which is either professor, dean, or whatever. So it doesn't mean you should all become professors after you become mentors, or that you should all even become mentors, but I want you to feel that the academic experience is more than a classroom experience. It's broader than that. It's based on an academic classroom teaching function, but it is much broader. It has a co-curricular and even broader implications for you. It's about you. So I'm delighted to celebrate your success. Now, the next time some of you may see me is at the Circle of Scholars event that when is that? When is the next Circle of Scholars?
About a week or so.
Circle of Scholars event, which I hope to be at. And some of you I will see at Convocation, in which case I will congratulate you as well as your families and launch you into the next phase of your life's journey. Having just come back from China, let me conclude by saying, you never actually leave York. This may be a good news or bad news, depending. But we have 250,000 graduates, alumni we call them, alumni and alumni, around the world. And your attachment to York becomes stronger and stronger the more distant the experience is. You get nostalgic. You forget any bad thing that ever happened, and you only remember the good stuff. And it's remarkable how people on the other side of the world, and even people closer, have fond feelings for York and for their professors here. Every professor in this room has certainly made a difference for someone, and probably for more than one. And every alumnus or alumna that I meet talks about some professor who has made a difference for them. A validation of what we do is your success. We live vicariously and take pleasure in the success of our students and our graduates. So today, you're giving me a lot of vicarious pleasure. From here, I'm going to the other side of the life spectrum. This is the very strange day in which I have multiple competing events, but after this, I'm going to the long service reception where we are celebrating the service of people who have been here 25, 30, 35, 40, and in a few cases, more than 40 years. To the students who are here, that may seem like a lifetime away. Since this is my 42nd year as a professor, I can tell you it happens a lot faster than you think. You need to seize the moment and enjoy every single moment. Get the most, squeeze the most out of every single moment that you have. Congratulations to all of you.
Later on, so keep that in mind. Now, so they're going to have the picture taken. They're going to give a little bit of a spiel. So we're going to start off with Nick, is a Baron. Nick is in his first year. He's now in the second year. He received a 9.0. He's actually a tall guy too. On 33 credits, so he took extra work, extra course load. He has a double major, not just one major, professional writing and psychology. And we're very happy that Nick could make it.
All right, well, as it's been pointed out, I wasn't really aware that I'd be giving a speech tonight, so you'll forgive any stuttering or anything on my part. But what I'd really want to say is that, as Dean Singer has already pointed out, that all of these results, all of these things that we've accomplished, everybody who's here being honored today, they're not just our own accomplishment. They're something that is a community achievement, something that we've been able to do because of the professors who were there to support us, because of our families who were there to spur us on, because of our friends, because of our loved ones, for everybody who was there to back us up in both our moments of turmoil and in our moments of aspirations, and when we actually did achieve something, they were always there. So apart from everybody who's here to both honor their own loved ones and all of the staff that's here to commemorate students and everybody who's receiving these awards, I'd want to say thanks to my own family and to all of the professors and TAs who I worked with last year, to everybody who helped me achieve this award and who's helped me be here today. So thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Nick.
Thank you. I'll come here too, thanks.
Okay, thank you very much, Nick. Now we have Katie Shum, second year. She's in her third year now. Katie, that's right, 9.0, that's A plus, solid on 33 credits. Not a shirker either. And she won the award last year, and her program is a BA, Specialized Honors in Linguistics, which is a very difficult program.
Okay, hi. First of all, thank you very much, Dean Singer and Associate Dean Spraakman. Really, this award is such an honor, and I think I feel very, very blessed to just be part of this amazing faculty, and obviously just having a lot of amazing professors who are not just knowledgeable, but very approachable and patient with all the questions that I ask them about. And I just, again, as earlier has been said, really this award isn't just my achievement. There's a lot of people around me who have helped me throughout this time. I tend to get a little crazy during the school year, and definitely have to thank my parents to make sure I'm still eating and sleeping. And sometimes they even beg me not to try so hard. It's a little scary realizing that there's only I'm more than halfway through my undergraduate career now, and I'm not completely sure what I want to do afterwards yet, but hopefully I will still be able to make use of the remaining time I have left to gain more advice and knowledge from my professors and faculty around me, and also give back to the community that has already given me so much. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks, Katie.
Thank you.
No, thank you very much, Katie. There's lots of options, Katie. Don't worry about that. Now, Sam Prevalis.
Try to recruit her for accounting.
Yeah, she could be an accountant also. I'm sure she's good with detail. Now, Sam Prevalis, in second year, he had a 9.0 on 30 credits. He's doing a BA, Honors, double major, Canadian Studies in Political Science.
I'm actually happy I get to speak today. For those of you who've been in my class, I know there's someone here at the back end of the room. You've actually had a tutorial with me, and sometimes I actually forget when I should stop speaking. So I run the risk of doing this here again. There's two things I want to say. The first thing is I want to thank Dean Singer. And he knows this story because I told it to him the first time I ran into you at the Circle of Scholars. When I got my acceptance letter to York University, he personalized my letter. He crossed out Mr. Prosvelos, and he put Sam, and at the very bottom of it, he put good luck. And I brought that letter to him, and I showed it to him, and I said, you know what, as an undergraduate student, as a student coming out of high school into university, that meant a lot. And it showed how much the faculty at York University cares about their students, and that's something no other university did for me. So I still remember it to this day. I finally have the opportunity to thank someone else other than Dean Singer in public. I want everyone to know what you did, because I still remember it, and it made a big difference to my university career.
Well, thank you. Although I will tell you that I get teased by everybody
for doing it. Well, I appreciate it. The second thing I wanted to say just quickly is I've often heard these arguments from different people that, you know, sometimes socioeconomic disadvantages make things impossible, make success impossible. And I've always questioned that argument. I've always questioned the assumptions around that argument. Socioeconomic disadvantages make things difficult, but there's nothing that ever prevents someone from reaching the apex of success. And I just want to share something very quickly, because I come from a family where both my parents were, you know, poor working parents. My father grew up on a tobacco field. He was so poor they had to put his sister for adoption. He survived the communist coup decades ago in Greece, and he came here working night shifts at restaurants. He's now passed away. But my father overcame discrimination. He overcame extraordinary poverty, and he graduated with 2 university degrees. I'm a first-generation Canadian. My brother's now a doctor, and I'm applying to law school this year. And I want to just make it very clear that with discipline and with persistence and with internal motivation, absolutely nothing is impossible. And today, this is a testament. So thank you to my mother, who is here, thank God. And to wherever my father is right now, I thank you so much, and I'll never forget about you. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Sam. I feel quite inspired right now. Now we've got another outstanding winner, Priyani, 3rd year, 8.64 on 33 credits, and in a very difficult area, economics. Priyani, please come up.
I have to thank my professors, because I've realized during the past 1 year that if you're disciplined and if you put your mind to something, there's nothing that you cannot achieve. And I've realized that with persistence and with hard work, you can get extremely good grades, and that can take you everywhere and anywhere. Having said that, school, I've realized this year that grades are not everything. There are other things that matter. Your co-curricular activities, things you do for society. So yeah, those things matter. So those who are completely focused, it can take you anywhere. My parents are not here today. I'm an international student. They don't even live in this country. But yeah, definitely I'll have to thank them for every time I faltered, every time I thought that I couldn't do this on my own. They supported me, and to my professors, my faculty's been amazing for the past 1 year, and they've been very supportive and very patient with me with all my questions and insistent whining. So yeah, thank you very much.
Next person is Christopher Zacher, 4th year, 8.6 on 33 credits, BA Honors Sociology. Now, Christopher's out of the country, and this is not Christopher coming, this is his father and his mother. So keep that in mind, and they will receive the award on his behalf.
They're coming at me from all sides.
Yeah, that's right.
Chris happened to be in South Korea, doing 1 year of teaching, getting some experience and to know the rest of the world. So he feels greatly honored by this reward. And we thank all his professors and Dean Singer for taking care of Chris, and he always enjoyed his university classes, and we never thought, we knew that he was doing well, we never knew that he was doing that well.
Well, you don't want to spoil your parents.
So it's a great achievement for him, and we're happy for him. Thank you.
Okay. Now, thank you, Chris's parents. We have the last one of this section. It's Anna Slavina. Anna is a 4th year student, 8.6 on 30 credits, BA Honors, get all this down, double major, political science and sociology.
I think that it's important when a student receives an honor to remember to honor the people who allowed them to receive the award. So when I have the opportunity to stand up here and say something, what I want to say is thank you. I want to say thank you to my mother for teaching me determination and that I can break down any wall that stands in front of me. Thank you to my father for engaging me in intense critical political science debates when I was 10 years old and for taking my arguments seriously, teaching me how to think and how to speak. For my brother for keeping me honest and balanced, and for teaching me how to stay a person despite the things which an academic career takes. I remember in my first ever class in sociology was an intro to sociology tutorial, and we asked our TA what can be gained from a profession in sociology. There is no engineering profession which goes along with a sociology degree. What I learned in York University was how to think critically and how to engage with the world around me. So my education here led me to take an MA in sociology and hopefully to achieve the level of professorship, hopefully. And I know that without this foundation which I have, without the support which I have at home, none of this would be possible. So I want to say thank you to everyone.
Now we're going on to the second set of awards. This is the Helen Berry Award. And the award recognizes graduating students in the Faculty of Liberal Arts and Professional Studies for outstanding academic achievement and community service. So a combination of skills there. The first two students, as you can imagine, they are not here because they've gone on to other studies. Rochelle Lobo, BA Honors Criminology, cum laude. She's at St. Paul's University in Ottawa and studying for an MA in Conflict Studies and accepting the award on her behalf of her parents, Mr. Rufus and Mrs. Marilyn Lobo.
I'm not a talker, and Rochelle would have lots to say. Actually, the talk is the father, she's got it from him. And the intelligence from me, of course. Well, we are very proud of Rochelle, and she's in Ottawa, and we've got a full description of where she is, and all these achievements really make us very proud, and thank you very much. And thank you, Shirley, and Diane. She thinks of you guys a lot. And yes, her heart is here in York University, although she's in Ottawa. And every time she comes down here, she wants to visit Ottawa. Then Mr. Dean said, yes, she never leaves York University. Her mind is here, and yes, she'll keep coming and visiting. Thank you very much.
Now, thank you, Marilyn. We have the next one is David Master. David did his BAS, Specialized Honors, Administrative Studies. He did the management option, summa cum laude. Now, David is at the University of Windsor studying law. He's unable to attend, and so I don't think anyone's attending for him. I know it says
we auction this off?
we'll either auction it off after Dean Singer leaves, or more likely we'll send it to him in the mail.
It's going to cost a lot of money.
Yeah, and we charges the Dean's Cost Center. I know how to do that. Don't tell them. Okay, now we have one more in this section. Giuliano Pacini. Giuliano. Please come out, Giuliano. Now, Giuliano is well known for good reasons. BA Honors major in philosophy and history, summa cum laude, and Giuliano's going to do well. Nice to see you again. I can see you for a couple hours. Yes. Okay, you have to hold that.
He has a prepared speech.
Yes, my prepared speech. Thank you very much. Thank you so much to Gary and to Dr. Singer, to everyone else who's here and who has made my experience here at York just so worthwhile and memorable. I'm here and I'm honored and I'm proud not just to be the recipient of this award, but also to be a graduate of York University. And I think that even as I move on, while I might not physically be here on campus in the future, my heart will always be here, and I want to maintain a close tie to the university as much as possible. I wanted to say two things to the students here who are in undergrad or graduate students like myself. And one of them is to reiterate what Dr. Singer mentioned earlier, and that was the point about how we should enjoy every moment that we're here. And I think that we're here for academics, we're here for getting involved, all these different experiences, and we're here because we're looking towards some sort of goal in the future, but we have to make the most out of every moment that we have here on campus. And I know now how short-lived it is often, and it just flies by in a moment. So that's something that we have to keep in mind. Secondly, I wanted to quote my boyhood hero, Charlie Brown, who I think when he was doing homework one day, he said something to the effect of that in the book of life, the answers aren't always written in the back. And I think this is very true, especially of the education that we get here at York. We're here for academics, but at the same time, it's so important to get involved in extracurricular activities. I've had the great pleasure of working with so many staff and faculty here, and they're so kind, decent, and dependable. And I've learned so much outside of the classroom, in addition to inside of the classroom. And I think we're here for answers, and the answers aren't just in a textbook, as Charlie Brown said, but it's the things that we do on a daily basis. So again, I'm very grateful, and thank you, and congratulations to all the other recipients.